Collectively, as a defensive line, not so much, but he showed up today.
Green rockets one up the seam, incomplete, just missed Billy Bones. And now it's 3rd down and 9. And still 2 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock. Washington still has 2 timeouts.
Now, when you watch this play, I see good pocket movement by Taylor Green, and they just seem to be like, so close on so many plays. But here's a fact, Bob.
That's who serve every week on our broadcasts. Green off play action. Incomplete. That's good coverage by Jabbar Muhammad on McAllister. You know, one of the defensive coordinators, Chuck Morrell, told us Jabbar Muhammad has changed their defense. He played about 900 snaps for Oklahoma State and then transferred over. And he looks like an experienced cover corner here.
Yes, he does. You see him get that arm in there to kind of shut down the momentum.
Try for Cardell Williams and TU. Ford takes the carry. Jabbar Muhammad cuts him down at the 27, so in potential field goal range. Here's another 3rd down and medium.
And I think it's 4-down territory. You know, if you're going to get an upset here for Tulsa, it's not going to be as it looks.
Now going vertical. Broken up. Jabbar Muhammad, who spent 3 seasons in Stillwater, Oklahoma, with a PBU.
How about him? Watch his late eyes and late hands. He plays through the hands of the wideout, Devin Williams. That's perfect. That is clinic worthy. And I know he's really excited for this one. There's 4 players on Tulsa's team that were on his. Got that Michigan State DC on line
1. Ford with the carry. Could not turn the corner. Muhammad ran him out of bounds.
Tell you what, though, something that has shown up for Washington to improve on defensively is they haven't been as consistent as I think they need to be in terms
away at the quarterback position. Off the play fake, the roll. Tracked down from behind. Jabbar Muhammad did everything but rip it out.
How about the speed? A number 1 corner blitz, and he just smells a little bit of blood in the water, and whoa, wait, perfect technique. Nice shot by Fuller, not
10 national ranking to open their season. Fuller flings it. Incomplete inside the 10.
80 seconds to go in the half. Kemp looking for the end zone. And that was overthrown. He's looking for Foster again. Jabbar Muhammad is closer to that ball.
Yeah, if you're the Washington secondary, from this point on, it should be don't let any receiver behind us. And Muhammad, who is one of the better secondary players, I think, in the trust tree with the coaches in Washington, maybe more than anybody else. Here, let's see. Let's check it out. Here it comes. Nope, they dropped out.
And they come to the near sideline and looking for Glover.
Getting all over him. Offense coordinator Jake Spavital starting to get into a rhythm.
Finley was expecting Hunter to come. Most of the offensive line on the left side, and Finley's running for his life. He'll throw it away. Okay, we might need to work on that one.
Yeah, that one didn't have a chance from the get-go. In their zone defense, disciplined with their eyes, sitting in their zones, nowhere to go with the football down the field.
And now what? Ben Finley just threw another interception. It's Jabbar Muhammad still on his feet back to midfield. And instead of taking advantage of the turnover, one play, and Cal gives it right back.
You just can't do it. I understand. You just had the turnover. You're trying to play some complimentary football, taking advantage of the momentum swing. But if the down the field throw is not there, find your check down or throw the football away. The momentum just swung to you. You're in the red area. You cannot throw your 3rd interception of the night.
That's exactly what Ben Finley did. We've seen all the good from him, but 3 first-half turnovers against a team as powerful as Washington.
Now a shot. And that one through the hands of Muhammad. Lamonius Craig, the receiver.
Lamonius Craig kind of slowed down a little bit on that route. anticipate maybe a back shoulder throw, and Arizona lucky because Jabbar Muhammad, he's probably played the best out of all the guys in the back end, especially on the outside. Huge addition to this program at corner.
See McMillan at the top of the A in the middle of the field. Fafita's fourth down throw is incomplete, intended for Cowing. And Washington will take over on downs.
Media timeout.
So Arizona with life and moved it just across midfield. But here, the fourth down pass fails, and the Huskies take over 4.5 from the win.
Running style of Oregon. It's going to be a storyline all game.
First down throw now, low throw. No chance to make a play there. Holden was covered by Jabbar Muhammad. He's really been a lockdown corner so far this season for the Huskies. Very tough to beat.
Yeah, came over from Oklahoma State. Good speed and instincts. Remember, the Ducks last year ran for over 300.
Them all season. Off the play fake, Nix pumped. And now tries to throw a back shoulder to Troy Franklin, who was covered again by Muhammad.
But Muhammad is all over him.
The flag on the far side of the field. Right in front of the Washington bench.
All the way on the other side. But what tight coverage here. This is a good matchup. They want to keep Muhammad on Franklin as much as they can. He didn't bite it up. Remember I talked about that stutter and go?
Nix rolls and fires into traffic. Tried to squeeze it in there to Franklin and Muhammad. It's been a good battle.
On the bottom of your screen, Bourget goes to the outside, catch made and wrapped up, and still on his feet and able to get near the 40-yard line. Elijah Badger just get the ball in his hands.
Exactly, that's what he can do in the return game. Watch his ball out in space, little option route. Does a good job just ripping through that.
Following the interception from Penix. Incomplete. To the outside, trying to win to the outside. A great tackle in space. Jabbar Muhammad able to bring Guillory down.
Great job here by Jabbar Muhammad. Sees the crack block, crack replace. Literally a one-on-one battle in space. Takes Guillory to the ground.
On offense, 3rd and 2, handoff. Badger stonewalled at the 40. And finally brought down Jabbar Muhammad. I mean, that was going to go for a first down after that initial contact that Badger was able to slip through.
Yeah, that's the second time Muhammad made a play early. It was on Guillory. This time on Badger, you see him break 3 tackles. Right there, great finish.
Till now, Badger with the catch. Open field tackle. There was a lot of purple jerseys in there. Muhammad and Trice combining on the tackle.
Little line change here by Washington, trying to get fresh bodies in. As you said, they've just been pounding them, haven't subbed out.
Clock at 5. Play action. Deep. Almost a one-handed catch by Guillory. Muhammad on the coverage.
That's a one-on-one. Number 1 against number 1. Muhammad, a little grab there, certainly enough to get a hold.
They've been letting him play on the outside today.
No chance to get that left arm in once we get to a certain time limit.
Pitch to the outside and able to jump on it is Brooks. And they're going backwards.
Yeah, Muhammad almost got a cherry hop scoop and score here. Watch one coming off the edge and just beating the puller to the punch. Little intricate ball handling. Brooks just doesn't handle it, and wow, do they get fortunate there.
Dangerous. Trying to drag the defender. Badger goes nowhere. Muhammad comes up with a stop, and the Dogs are out.
Muhammad, his second huge play on this series. Watch him read it. You'll see Badger with the tight split. He's got to sell that a little bit more. If he doesn't sell that at all, that's what happened. He beats that old lineman, just out-athletes him. No chance. Great job hanging on for dear life.
Back to punt is Longhetto.
Well, aren't they? Picked up 6 there. Cedric Irvin in the backfield. This time he has to unload it as the pressure came in a hurry with Trice among others coming right up the gut. Sort of a jailbreak. Coming.
You're going to have a sack or at least a pressure at minimum on your hands.
That pass is caught by Iomanner again, but well short. 2nd down and 3. Looping it for Bachmeier, and there's a flag. He was going back shoulder, and Jabbar Muhammad, who they've been picking on all day with Tiger Bachmeier, got in there prematurely and will pick up the flag.
Well, especially by the back judge who was sitting back there. His position didn't allow him to see that left hand.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 1. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
And Bachmeier actually had a fistful of jersey, man.
He did.
Truth be known.
Yeah, well, that's how you fight PI with OPI.
Yep. That's why I think, you need to have, in my opinion, if a back judge or the line judge makes that call, you need to have it corroborated by the guy who's...
Might we see more carnage tonight that we saw earlier today in Lawrence, Kansas? Daniels going for 2, incomplete. Knocked away by Muhammad. Chunks of yardage on 1st and 2nd down.
Pressure.
Daniels looping this one long. Iomanner incomplete. Marker down. Jabbar Muhammad got his hand in there prematurely. I don't think he needed to. The pass was behind, and we see this a lot, Spencer, when the receiver is coming back to the ball and the defender loses sight of where the ball is.
Well, that means you have trust in him. You got to play
Interference. Defense. Number 1. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
You got to find that ball a little sooner than he did.
And he actually got his right hand in there to be in a tenable position to defend his posture. But the side judge, you can see, she's coming in there with that flag, man. She's going to call it every single time. And it's unfortunate because I think other than that, it was excellent defensive coverage.
And the line judge, Malik, they often do that when he comes in. Here, they'll do the same on his own read. Going to the left-hand side, and he is rustled down at the 17 by Jabbar Muhammad.
Timmy's got to be patient on those deals, and I know the instinct is to run away from those big guys, but when you're running that type of downhill play, you got to wait because those linemen are pulling. And a big number 76 is out in front of you. 77 is on that other edge side as well. Those guys are there for a reason.
Washington showing blitz up the middle. They back out of it. Yep. Edge corner pressure. Pass is caught.
Ball's out.
It's Rubin. The ball is out.
He got it back, though.
He did get it back, but well short of the first down. Jabbar Muhammad was there and ready to pounce on it. Just a gain of 1, and Troy Taylor is going to have to punt it away here.
Why is that incomplete? It's not incomplete. Let's see if they can get it down.
Daniels in some trouble this time. Will not get there. It'll be 4th and a little more than 1.5, almost 2. I think it's no gain. Well, they got to go, don't you think? I mean,
I think you do.
You got 3 timeouts remaining. You could punt it away, but you may not get it back if you do.
Yeah, you had a Steve Young, you can get away with this.
Yeah.
Not with this guy. I mean, I like him, but I like it when he's in a situation where you've affected the numbers and set it up right.
Taj Washington is in the backfield. Williams running out of time. Escapes again, directing traffic. Gets a block and just flips it away. Goes tumbling into the Huskies bench after the incompletion.
And it's really his lower half, his strength, that along with the quickness and the instincts and the awareness, but his strength to be able to pull out of there and really good cover.
Showed up as a walk-on and stayed and stayed and stayed, and now he's got the steering wheel for the Utes. This is a long ball into double coverage. Jackson in motion, QB run for Barnes. Stutter step. What a turn of the corner for Bryson Barnes.
For dropping the football at the 2-yard line after making the big pick last week. Long throw is The arm strength is on display there, but Jabbar Muhammad's a great corner, recovered well to break it up, intended for Gould.
Yeah, like you said, that is a long throw to make. He had the tight end in the flat if he wanted to throw it to Velling, but he decides to go downfield and make the big throw to Gould. And because it was so, he got separation, he comes back to the ball, but because it hung in the air, it gave Muhammad enough time to be able to get his own left hand in there and dislodge that football.
Oklahoma State transfer having a terrific second possession for the Beavers. And Martinez spins and is knocked down after a short gain. Jabbar Muhammad came up and hit him.
We were talking at the break after watching that first series.
From the end zone, DJ across the middle. Finds Anthony Gould, slips a tackle. He loses the ball, and the Huskies get it right back. Jabbar Muhammad made the recovery. It was knocked loose by Carson Bruner.
And there's Bruner. We talked about how he had to step up, and this guy's played a lot of football. Plays with a great motor. And again, the conditions maybe contribute to this. Does a really good job of shaking Powell, number 3 to our right there. Now he's got a chance to try to fight for that first down, but we see these defenders, they've got awareness about the weather as well. Man, they're chomping at this football as much as they can to try to get these balls out. And right there, the big man does get it out with a good heads-up play by Muhammad. So now they get...
Just 1 of 3 so far. DJ for the end zone. Broken up beautifully. Jabbar Muhammad is tough to beat. Got a long arm out there to knock it away from Gould.
Man, Jabbar Muhammad's having a game. He's out there on islands, and he's holding up. It's a great little slant. Little burst to the outside, trying to work that corner. And there's that length, Chris, that you talked about. He's not that tall at 5'10", 183 pounds, but he's like all night. Bring that all night.
Quarterback. Huskies again up, showing pressure. This time they do bring some. Uiagalelei, a long throw. It's broken up again by Jabbar Muhammad. Gets those long arms. He has had a tremendous half.
It's a pretty good job by DJ Uiagalelei sitting in that pocket and making this long throw. Shows you the strength. He really doesn't have a chance to get much into it, but still has the ability to get it out there. But man, it's one having a half.
You see him kind of drew a box and did thumbs down, like, don't come in my area. Yeah. It's his off limits tonight.
Yeah, well, he's had a great, he's just not just a great half. I think he plays with so much confidence, like most good corners do. I mean, he's been asked to stay out there on islands because they've had to load up the line of scrimmage. He's playing great. Yeah.
Pressure coming off the curve. It's intercepted. Jabbar Muhammad has had a monster half. Bruner looked like he deflected it, and number 1 adding to a great half with a pick.
Both these guys have had a great half. Now, how fitting is this that Bruner gets his hands on it? Really good job here by 42, climbing a ladder, and anytime that ball gets tipped over the middle, there's always a chance for somebody to come up with it.
3rd and 10. They run a game up front, twist, and they get near DJ, and he throws a pick. Jabbar Muhammad has his second tonight. The corner just having a monster evening. Braylon Trice closing in on DJ when he threw the ball.
Again, they're trying to affect the eyes of DJ. They're showing a too-high look pre-snap, and then at the snap of the ball, safety comes down. They're just trying to mess with him. He's looking left. Good pressure by Trice. He doesn't even really look, doesn't feel that at all. Man, Muhammad right now is almost baiting him, begging him to throw the football. He was off. He comes back, feels that pressure, and a good job here by the Huskies getting another break.
This time, good protection. Long heave downfield in the coverage. They just should stop trying. Jabbar Muhammad. It's just not open for business tonight. Bolden was the intended receiver. No, try somebody else.
Yeah, and I think the big part of it, we got a guy down right on the sideline.
It's Bolden, yeah.
Ed Bolden, who was, they're trying to throw the football to. It's maybe how he came down with all his body weight. Yeah, you see the back of his helmet hit the turf there. Didn't have a chance to brace himself with his hands.
Look how tight the coverage was, though.
Yeah.
He had one interception. Muhammad on the season coming in as a pair tonight has broken up a number of passes, 4 of them.
What you love about Muhammad is, you know, tonight he's been out in coverage a lot, but he gets up and run support. You know, he's a physical guy. Great to see Bolden up.
Those two with the pass option on him.
Quick set and incomplete. That's wide of Josh Kelly. So look. They back off. They rush 3. Ward slings it right to the sticks, and very, very close. Forward progress going to be about a yard short. Man, oh man, that was really close for Isaiah Hamilton. And this is a go for it here, isn't it?
Oh, no question. It's going to be aggressive all day long anyway. Even if this was 4th and 5, they're going to go for it. And that's why I think typically pressure better against Arbuckle to get the ball out earlier. Bring more than they can block. Instead, you bail out. Cam Ward and these receivers are going to find the voids in the zone. He throws it early.
The previous play is under further review relating to the line to gain for a first down.
Worth it to stop for the replay booth here to check and see where Isaiah Hamilton ended up. Here's a guy who, as a high school senior, he was about 23 yards per catch. They had to have 17 here, and he got 16 and a half for now.
Yeah, you're going to see him just come into this little curl zone right here. He catches it.
Now, he gave himself up there. Dean, what do you see? Where did the ball end up, do you think?
I think it might be a little further up from where they spotted it. The line to gain was the...
That's Victor. He can throw it. Former quarterback in high school lets it rip. It is incomplete. Jabbar Muhammad was closest to Schlenbaker to go up for the jump ball.
Yeah, that just was too far a throw. Jabbar Muhammad got 2 of them on the Saturday night primetime last week, and that one with the wobble doesn't look like Cam Ward or Michael Penix to pick up my teammate.
Josh Kelly, huge play. Now Ward gets around the rush, waves downfield, throws it, and incomplete. Muhammad on the coverage there, and it's second down.
It's 3rd and 13.
There's no foul for intentional
grounding. I mean, that is so huge. My little anatomy of an upset. I told you this guy's got to outplay Penix. He is. You got to be surgical on 3rd downs and get it.
Yeesh. Cam Ward, far side, nearly intercepted by Muhammad.
Wow, he had 2 of these a week ago in the biggest of moments, in a veteran cornerback. I'll say it again. Reads the eyes, he's a man-to-man coverage, and once those feet pitter-patter, he doesn't waste any time, and he knows he was so close to adding a critical takeaway. Create the conversion.
Just about midfield. Ward faked the handoff. He goes out wide for Lincoln Victor, who's submarined by Muhammad. Second down coming up into plus territory.
Stay on rhythm. Just stay on rhythm.
This is the tempo in the Metrodome that first touchdown drive felt like, right?
Who's been out the majority of the season.
A long yard needed on 3rd down. Nix on the move, has to pump fake and retreat. And throw it away. So they tried to throw for it in 3rd and 1. Braylon Trice drove him back about 15 yards.
Well, I think he's expecting man coverage, and Jabbar Muhammad off to the right. He sinks, and then he takes away that quick throw that he wanted. Nothing he could do. Outstanding job of disguising by Muhammad to take that throw away. You could see that he was just about to release it when Muhammad came off the receiver going downfield.
Slant, incomplete. Again, very well defended by Jabbar Muhammad, who drives that box and says thumbs down. This area is closed tonight. He believes in his abilities.
He does. Franklin's down, and I think you get a good pass rush here, but Bo Nix has a great throwing lane and puts it where it needs to be to Franklin, who's his top receiver. But I'll tell you what, man, Muhammad, tight coverage.
You see, by the way, Braylon Trice just knock Connerly, the tackle, off. Play clock again down at 2. Nix Looping throw, and that was Franklin and Muhammad, that matchup. Now a flag comes in, came in very late. Didn't see it initially. Muhammad says it was uncatchable, but it is a pass interference signal against Washington.
Well, Franklin could not get around Muhammad. He was pretty proud of himself. He thought he played good in coverage. Bill,
pass interference. Defense number 1. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Bill, the slant and go on that second move, they engaged, but Muhammad has his eyes in the backfield. What do you see there?
I don't see anything that caused an advantage, disadvantage. I would have preferred a no call on that play.
Okay, and in his position where he was, he's looking at the quarterback. That's why I thought typically they'd let that one go.
That's a big call.
Yep.
Going to be 4th down.
Offensive line for Texas. They had all 5 starters back from last year. That ball deflected and fluttered through the air in the general direction of Adonai Mitchell. Jabbar Muhammad was closest to it. Looked like MJ Ale made the
last couple years.
Ewers steps up, throws, and it's incomplete. Very well covered. Intended for Xavier Worthy. Jabbar Muhammad had the coverage. He's an outstanding player, 2nd team All Pac-12 in his first year in Washington after 3 at Oklahoma State.
Turner's their best one.
Had hand surgery a couple of times. Ewers wants to launch one deep for Xavier Worthy, and he's well covered by Jabbar Muhammad, who's the first cousin of the cornerback for Texas, Malik Muhammad. They're very close.
He's their best cover guy. Try to go with a double move to Xavier Worthy. Muhammad isn't fooled, stays on top, turns around, tries to play the ball.
But they're thinking about 7, not 3. His career long's 54. Ewers just did get it off. Whittington got all he could. And then 68,791 here tonight. That's a sellout in the Superdome. Adonai Mitchell has had a very under 6 minutes to go. 3rd down and 5. Pressure. It's Trice again. Ewers just got rid of it. Floated it towards Sanders. Braylon Trice, a man again against Texas, as he was in the Alamo Bowl last year when he was the defensive MVP.
And this is double A gap, but they actually, instead of walking linebackers up right over the center, they bring their best pass rusher, and you might want to account for him.
This year, 19 straight completions against Oklahoma, the school record. That one is off target, behind Worthy, who was open.
Just a miscommunication between Quinn Ewers and Xavier Worthy. Worthy was at the top of his route, starting to set up the defender, and the ball was already on its way. Ewers expected him to snap his head around just a little bit faster and catch it low in the front of the end zone.
No timeouts. The clock's running. They're down by 6. 25 seconds to go. To the end zone and incomplete. Looking for Adonai Mitchell with Muhammad in coverage again. And Muhammad's slow to get up. And they're going to stop the play for him. He's an excellent cover corner.
Timeout. Defensive injury.
And they're without one of their starting cornerbacks.
Quinn Ewers trying to take advantage of the significant mismatch that is A.D. Mitchell against the 5'10 Muhammad. Lands awkwardly on that shoulder, and hopefully he'll be okay.
McCarthy throws it into traffic. It was batted down, intended for Cornelius Johnson, and Jabbar Muhammad, their top corner, was right there. Here comes the field goal team.
He follows him in motion. Watch to the outside. He'll follow him down and try to create a little doubt on who's going to be with who. But how about the job of getting his head turned, anticipating that.
They feed Corum again, and he's dropped to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Jabbar Muhammad, who's holding his arm in obvious pain. It did not look good.
Now, as soon as he made that tackle, you can see that reaction. really was going to brag on him for his willingness to come up. Undersized corner, but he knows he's got to do this. He's got to help set that edge, and then right away after he makes that tackle, you can see he's feeling it. Best cover guy by far for this Washington defense.
Oklahoma State transfer. Ripping the right arm. Step aside, Wolverines face a